Angry guy here, and she tried to friend zone him, so he walked out on her. Guys, if you're enjoying this content, please help us get to 100,000 subscribers on our journey to 2 million by subscribing to the channel if you already have it, liking the video, and turning on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Now let's begin. She tried to friend zone him, so he walked out on her. Let's just go ahead and jump into the very first video.
They're very different.
That's all I need to know. Thank you. I
No,
don't
no,
have time.
no, no, shut. Please, let me talk.
Oh, you have a good night.
No, but we can be friends.
good
You
night.
don't want to be my friend.
You know, I'm 40 years old. I ain't got time for that bull.
You know, guys, this is how you handle it. That's how you handle when a woman says that she doesn't want to be your friend. Or correction, when she doesn't want to be in a relationship, but she only wants to be your friend. Do you see what she tried to do there? She tried to put him in that zone and keep him on this leash where maybe things can change. There's always that hope. So, you know, for example, this meal right now, you're going to pay for this meal, you're going to pay for the drinks, you know, and we can be friends and I will use you. And this man said, I'm 40 years old. I don't have time for this. He immediately knew what was going on. She said, you know, I don't this. And he's like, okay, goodbye. That's how you, as soon as she gives you that nonsense, you say goodbye to her. You get up, you walk out, you leave her. And that's it. And notice she immediately tried to stop him. What these people are is they are energy vampires. They want your energy. They want to suck it out of you. They want to drain it out of you because they need it. They cannot survive without it. They will take advantage of you for years and years and years if you don't nab it in the butt immediately. So many of these guys have been getting taken advantage of for long periods of time. And then when the woman gets older and she realizes that she's run out of options, then she turns to the plan B guy. And she doesn't plan on staying with him. She's still going to be on the streets with Chad and Tyrone, but she's going to use this guy to build her life up.
Been together?
Kind of a long time. We met in college, but like 3 years total.
Three years, but we've known each other for 11 years.
Yeah.
So you were in the friend zone.
I was in the friend zone big time. I never thought I was going to come out of it, to be honest. But
When did it click for you that you'd be just as attracted to him?
I mean, I think the attraction's always there, but if you're like prioritizing the friendship, it's a little bit different. But I think after we graduated and then like moved to the same city. So that was a couple years ago.
But I mean, surely he was trying to get with you during that time. Why didn't you give him a shot back then?
I mean, obviously he's a very good-looking guy, but he was like one of my best friends, and you don't want to lose a friendship. And you're at school, there's different things, and I think it's different when you're older and are in the same place and like same, I don't know, you're just like a bit more mature and like value the same things.
You see, guys, what's happening now is they're running out of time. They're running out of time. They're running out of money. And after the streets, after being with lots of guys, you know, their value has declined. Most guys who are high value right now, you know, they'll hook up, but they're not going to marry these women. These women have a history. They have a past. They have massive amounts of student loan debt. They have terrible reputations, and they're no longer marriageable. A guy like him, realistically speaking, considering what his income is, let me tell you right now, if he was not a high income man, there's no way that she would be with him. If you look at how she's dressed, you can already tell this is how women typically dress when they're you know, doing the kind of like the sugar baby life, the sugaring. Like, this guy is a bag for her. And notice she said that she's known him for 3 years, and you know, they met 3 years ago, which is absolute, you know, madness, some nonsense like that, which is crazy because he goes, yeah, well, but we've actually known each other for 11. And then she like nods her head. Bro, she knew this guy a long time ago. And she didn't even acknowledge that she knew him. He did not even exist to her back then. Think about this so carefully. Like, he's known her a very, very long time, like probably almost half of their lives. And she didn't even remember this. She didn't even acknowledge him at that time. Even as she's speaking to the interviewer, she does not even acknowledge that she remembered knowing him back then. He only came into her existence when he became her simp, and she began using him for food, for attention, for resources, his attention, time, and money. Back in college, she was getting it for free, and now hardships are coming, and she's like, okay, so this is the only guy, this is my only option, this is my best option right now for survival. So, she was out there, she was in the streets, she's still, looking like that, but guess what? Now she needs to survive. So she's turning to this guy. Maybe he's a doctor now, a lawyer, an engineer, a computer scientist, and he's making bread. So he's pulling in over six figures. He has to be pulling it over six figures. I'll tell you that right now. She would not be dating him if he was not pulling it over six figures. And she's like, okay, so I can use this simp to build myself up right now. And I'm telling you, she's messing around with Chad. She's messing around with Tyrone. Like, those are the men that she loves. And you can take the girl out of the streets, but you cannot take the streets out of the girl. And this is not a housewife. She does not cook. She does not clean. Or if she does, it's going to be mediocre, because she does not know how to do these things naturally. Women overseas are raised from they are young to be wives and mothers. Women in Western society, they view these types of things as acts of servitude. So this guy is going to have to provide everything for her. He's going to have to let her DoorDash everything. And women like her, a lot of them don't even want to use DoorDash. They don't want to eat off Uber. They want to order food from like expensive restaurants, like have these and have like private delivery services. Bring that to them. They want to live well and eat well. Like, this he's crazy. He's absolutely crazy, because he's paying premium for something that potentially hundreds of men got for free. Hundreds. And it's like, she's like, oh, the attraction has always been there. That's a lie. I'll tell you right now, if a woman is so attracted to you that she really finds you attractive like that, no, she'll make it known to you that she wants to be with you, and she will do whatever she can to ensure that she locks you down so no one else can get you. This is honest to goodness truth. If a woman likes you, she will make time for you unless you mess it up. I've been there, and I didn't even realize that a woman liked me, because she makes time for me. Even when she's at work, she'll make time for me in between her day. And then and when you start acting like a simp, that's when you lose that. A woman will go out of her way to do whatever it takes. She will get off from work, and then she'll say, okay, yeah, I'm going to come over and spend time with you after work. She will work around your schedule. This is how it is. And unfortunately, like, I get tired. Like, I make these videos for men who want to actually learn, who want to actually better their lives, and and know what's out there, and know how to carry themselves like men, and how to avoid getting into situations like this simp right here. Because you're seeing a lot of these men, a lot of black men are ending up with these women. Like, you're seeing a lot of these black men, they're ending up with these women who are like, just like, they're past their prime right now, and they're just like, okay, hey, I'm gonna go and get with you and have a relationship with you. And I'm like, bro, what are you doing? You're a high income dude. You should be becoming a passport, bro. Like, what are you even doing, man? Like, are your standards so low that you don't have like sense to know that this woman is only using you? But again, a lot of dudes have not consumed enough. I hate this. I don't even say it like that, because this content has been out there for so long, and for you to not know these things by now, at your age, if you're like 30 years old or pushing 30, or even in your 20s, and you don't know red pill and you don't know these things yet, then I don't know, man. Because there's some guys even in their 40s and 50s who are still simping, and they just won't stop.
Not ready for a relationship, and they just want to be friends, or maybe they put you in the friend zone when before you were dating. Walk away. I don't care how attractive they are, how successful they are, how much money they have, how much they might have shown you more intimacy, deep emotional intimacy and passion than other people. Walk away. You are not a side piece. You are a king. You are a queen. And you staying friends with this person who you want to give your heart to is just co-signing on their BS and their ability to use your emotions and manipulate you for their own personal gain. Because we all know you are such a giver and you would keep giving and helping them build up their life and their legacy while just receiving crumbs.
And she's absolutely right. This is what happens to so many men. They give, and the more they give, these people will take. And they will use you to build their life off you. And then once they've done that, they will discard you like you were never there. This has happened to me. I've lost so much allowing myself to be treated like this when I should have been getting what I wanted, focusing on myself and prioritizing myself. I'm going to tell y'all right now, one of the things in Western society is that we live in a very guilt-based culture where they try to guilt you and into believing that, oh, you have to do this, or God's gonna punish you. It's true. It's like literally that's how they control your Western society. Like, if you don't love your brother, then you do not love God. That makes no sense whatsoever. Your relationship with God is not dependent upon your relationship with human beings. But that's one of the big ways that they control people in Western society, using guilt. In Japan, they use shame. In America, they use guilt. And of course, you can find Japanese that use guilt, and you can find Americans that use shame. But that's just one of the differences in the societies. It's more common in Western society in the United States for them to guilt you into doing what they want. And that's how women operate in Western society. It's all about guilting you. And you have to realize that you don't owe anyone anything. You really don't. Because the same people that are guilting you into doing things, they would never do anything to help you. Those same Christians that are talking about Jesus and God, when you are down and out, they will shame you. They will guilt you. They will shame you. They won't even pick up your calls. They will not respond to you. And this is how a lot of people end up becoming atheists. Guys, if you're enjoying this content, please help get this channel to 100,000 subscribers on our journey to 2 million. Like the video if you like it. Turn on notifications to never miss another video again. And subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. She tried to friend zone him, so he walked away. I want to know your thoughts regarding this in the comments, so let's talk about them there. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA and walking away. And cheers.